Welcome to the Plus 972 podcast, your direct line to the journalists, thinkers, and activists struggling for justice in Israel-Palestine. I'm your host, Ghussoon Bsharat, editor-in-chief of Plus 972 magazine. Our podcast grounds the discussion in lived realities to bring you closer to the issues that matter most between the river and the sea. Before we start today's conversation, a quick reminder that what we do would not be possible without you, our readers and listeners. If you believe in our mission and would like to support our work, head over to 972mag.com/members and find out how to become a member of 972 or make a one-off contribution. Gaza is one of the most dangerous places in the world for journalists, perhaps even the most dangerous. As of mid-September 2025, the Palestinian Journalists Syndicate has recorded the killing of 246 journalists and media workers by the Israeli army in Gaza since October 7, 2023. The Committee to Protect Journalists reports that more journalists have been killed in Gaza than in any other conflict since the organization began tracking such data in 1992. Foreign journalists are barred from entering the Gaza Strip. Yet local reporters have spent nearly 2 years risking their lives to document what is happening. Without their courage and persistence, the world would have almost no window into life inside the besieged and isolated enclave. In this episode, I speak with Ruwaida Amer to hear what it's like to bear witness on the front lines, why her reporting matters, and how she keeps going in the face of an unfolding genocide. Ruwaida is a regular contributor to Plus 972 magazine, who was, before the war, a full-time science teacher and part-time video journalist. Since October 2023, she has become a full-time journalist and is struggling to find the energy and space to keep teaching as well. To create this episode, we pieced together a video chat, phone call, and voice notes. The result of constant internet and telecommunication interruptions that reflects the daily challenges Gazan journalists face in their work, alongside the even greater struggle to survive.
Can you hear me? I'm trying to be very fast before the internet cuts. Yalla.
Thank you for joining me on the Plus 972 podcast. I know how difficult it is for you to find a place with good internet connection, dedicate time, and gather the energy to talk. So tell me where you're staying now with your family.
Yes, I displaced my home in the Khari area for 3 months, last May, 21 May. We didn't know where can we go. I was in my auntie place, her home. It's not good place, by the way, because also destroyed during the war. And I lived in her home for 2 months. And also in Khan Younis refugee camp. Then we left her place and spent many days in the street looking for any place to live in. After many days, we found place in Khan Younis refugee camp. All the places in Khan Younis city destroyed, but we found place to stay. And with my family, we are like 7 members, 8 members in one place. It's not like good for this number, but it's not places available in Khan Younis or in Khan Younis refugee camp, because there's many people displaced from many areas.
How's life in the refugee camp these days? Can you describe the scene around you?
The life in the camp is very hard because there's many people have all the displaced people coming to the camp or to the west of Khan Younis city near Mawasi area. So has many people. They are living in the shelters, in the streets, in the tents camp like this. So the situation in the camp is very hard. We spent many days in the streets without any place, Then we found like home. It's not good home. It's destroyed, and they're like it's not good place. I can't describe the home here because there's money pumping. I think targeted this home, and there's no doors, there's no windows, there's no walls here. You live in darkness with terrible sounds like this. My life. It's very hard. It's very hard to hear the bombings because there's bombing every time, bomb explosion around you, and you saw the smoking everywhere around you, and the sounds of ambulance, and the people when they shouting, save her, help, help. I'm seeing this. I'm hearing the sounds in my dreams and the sounds in my head. It's too much.
In the last 2 months, you also reported about starvation in the Gaza Strip. How did you go about, reporting and working when you were hungry with no energy at all?
Sometimes I stopped my work. I couldn't work more. Until now, we have hunger. Okay, we don't have meat. We don't have fish. We don't have eggs. We don't have vegetables. We don't have fruit. Just some simple thing to enter to Gaza Strip to buy 1 kilo of any type of vegetables or fruit. You need 40 or 50 dollars. So it's too expensive. When I opened my social media, I saw the people share their meals, their types of meals, like they ate everything they want. So it's very hard for me to see the world live normal, but the people in Gaza live in war and they don't have any food to eat. It's very hard to work without energy. You need energy for work, for think about your situation, for your worrying every time about the bombing. When you're worried and feel scary from the situation around you, you will lose a lot of your energy. Okay, so we feel very hungry. We need to eat because we see the people die because they are hungry. It's very hard feeling to say I'm hungry. It's very shameful to say I'm hungry. Very hard thing to get hungry and to looking for water and how you can fill your gallon because the water is very important for the people. Maybe I want to wash my hands, my face, maybe I want to drink. And also, if I want to go to any place, so sorry, or to meet the people, I need to walk because there's no car. I walk too much. Last 1 week, I spent 4 hours. 4 hours. We spent the almost of our day in the walking to arrive the places. Also, if I will arrive, they are pumping around you in many places. I don't know if I'm in a safe place or not, if I will back to my family or not, if I will survive or not. I can't say enough about this moment, and I can't describe them.
Can you walk us through your day-to-day routine?
Your mind is very busy during the day. It's very busy because you need to think about everything around you, the water, electricity, if you have a charger in phones and laptop, if you can complete your work or continue work, if you want to go to the work, if it's this place, it's good or not, safe or not, the bombing in this area or not. Every detail in our day is very difficult. It's not easy. Looking for water, food, your electricity, charge your phones, laptop, caring about your family, connect with or to call your relatives or your friends, your colleagues, follow your work. So it's very hard day routine. Then when the night's coming, it will be also very hard because it's not easy to sleep for an hour without pumping sound.
So, can you just explain to me a little bit about, how you work in Gaza?
Our work in Gaza during the war, it's like super difficult because sometimes you don't have internet. Many times I looking for internet in the street. About the electricity, I need to charge my phone and or my laptop. The journalists go to the hospitals because there's electricity, not every time, but there's electricity, internet. They also covering what's happening in the hospitals. It's very hard for the journalists. Okay, we are not heroes. We are not Superman. So Superwoman. We are suffering from the war, from the political displacement every time. Lack of food, lack of water, lack of bread. Are not keeping very well from the beginning of the war.
On August 25th, Israel carried out a double strike on Nasser Hospital that killed 5 journalists, including your friend Maryam Abu Daqqa. Back then, you wrote an article for Plus 972 magazine about Maryam and the targeting of journalists in Gaza. Can you tell me, a bit more about Maryam and how did the killing of Maryam and this specific attack on the journalists in Nasser Hospital affected you?
Yeah, Maryam, she's my friend, still my friend. So when I heard her news, she killed, I was so surprised. I heard the bomb it because I'm near her hospital. When I checked my phone, I found her new Maryam Abu Daqqa killed in another hospital. Until now, I feel so sad because she didn't deserve that. She was just working and covering because she's journalist, so it's her normal job or her normal work. She was so proud because she covering for the international website like Atrocities. So she was so proud because she wants to tell the world what is happening in Gaza Strip. Maryam also had very big responsibility about her family, her father, her sister, and the brothers, and her son. And I'm so very sad about her. And she like, but I think I'm very sure she's in good place now, and she will be in rest. I hope that. It's so sad to read the news about journalists killed one by one, killed during the war. When I see my friend, my colleague killed by killing by many times, yes, I will feel very okay, because there is no protect of us. The journalists in Gaza Strip, they are covering what's happening in Gaza. If they will not covering it happening, the world will not know what's happening in Gaza Strip.
Your career is unique. You are a science teacher and a journalist. How did you get to doing both?
Yes, so I'm working as a teacher, as a science teacher, okay, but also I have like hobby and talent to write. I told all the world I'm a teacher, I'm not just a journalist. So during the war also I didn't stop my work as a teacher because I have responsibility about them. They lose their education years for 2 years, okay? Because when you teach the children, you feel like build people, build good people, build good thinkings. Also, I want to tell you when I teach the children in the 10th and told them about the information, I repeat the information for more than 5 times because they don't have like the focus. I think also it's very hard because they are very tired. They don't have energy for that. The children, their families, many children lose their places or homes. and also lose their 2 years of their education. A lot of the children or students don't know about the basic subjects like science, math, and Arabic and English. So we need to help them to teach them about it. And we will start on the third year. So it will be very terrible for them. They will lose a lot of skills and we will like rebuild from zero. I'm also wrote about them in my articles. I have many stories about my experience as a teacher, my experience with them during the war, because I was many students. They were children and they had future and they had a dream, but they killed during the war. From the beginning of the war, I'm carrying to me the children every time to talk, to teach them science, to drawing, to talking with them. That gave me positive energy to continue to work more and more, to write articles, to make videos, because I feel there is very important voices, sounds I need to tell the world about them. So yes, my meetings with the children change my mood, my energy to go, to be focused more, to have good mood, to continue my work in journalism. During my work as a journalist, also I can tell the world about the children's stories. Children and women, they are the group most affected by the war. Their lives, privacy, and like in the tents or in their displacement places, like the children, they lose their childhood. So I like to cover their stories every time, any side of their stories, their lives, their experience during the war. I like to focus on by articles, by videos, by anything, because they deserve to be in good life, not in displacement.
Do you feel, Ruwaida, that people in Gaza now are less keen on talking to the media, talking to you, the reporters in Gaza? Did they give up on the need to tell their stories?
So the people in Gaza Strip, they are following the news every moment. If there's new agreement between Hamas and Israel, if they will stop the war very soon or not, and some people support to talk about their stories. Some people said, no, we talk enough about our suffering, but there is nothing changed. We are talking without anyone hear us. There's no fair. There's no open to the border. There's no stop the bombing. So why we want to talk more and more? I think we need international journalists from out Gaza to come together and help us, support us. I want to not talk about all the journalists. I want to talk about myself. I feel very hard and very tired, and I don't have energy to write article, to film any story, video story or documentary, because I don't have energy. I don't have good food to be good and to be strong. I don't want to cover more and more and more.
Does your family ask you to stop reporting?
My family are very, very worried about me, and sometimes they said stop, sometimes they said continue. When I move between the areas, I don't know if I will back to my family or not. The targeting of the journalists in Gaza Strip is very hard. More than 200 journalists killed during the war. It's very terrible number. I don't think there's number in the world for this war. So it's like make me to go to be crazy, to lose my mind, because I need to think every time. I need to cover the events around me, but it's nothing is stopped. Also, we are human and we have families and we need to caring about ourselves, our families, our loved people. So our energy between our work, our family, our relatives. So it's very terrible to have there's journalists killed by pumping, by targeting directly, or like this, like Maryam Abu Daqqa, all the people, not just me, all the world. So the moment of her killing, when the pump targeted her directly on live TV, so it's very hard. I'm still very sad about her because we lose very beautiful, active person. She loved her work too much. She loved to cover everything. She loved to document what's happening in Gaza every moment, and she was so excited to the moment to say the war is over. So I'm so sad to lose her, and so sad because I will not hear sound again and to meet her again and like this. But if the journalists stop their work, the people will not know what's happening in Gaza Strip. The war is not stopped. Still working until now, still targeting everything until now. There's bombing everywhere, there's displacement every time, there's hunger also, and there's a lot of problems because of the war. So we need to govern it and hope stop the war very soon, because we deserve to take rest from everything around me, around us. We are super tired, and we need to take rest and stop the war and back to our normal life and think what we can do after the war. How is our life will be, our dreams, our future. We have a lot to think after the war, so we need our energy, we need our patience for our life after the war. So we need this war to stop very soon. I hope to cover the moment of the end of the war in Gaza Strip after 2 years. Thank you so much.
Inshallah. Shukran, Ruwaida. Thank you, Ruwaida. This episode was produced by Jennifer Cutler, with help from the Plus 972 editorial team. Make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a review. It really helps new listeners find the show. Visit 972mag.com for in-depth reporting, analysis, and opinions from the ground in Israel-Palestine. And do not forget to download the Plus 972 app and subscribe to our newsletters. Plus 972 Magazine is an independent, non-profit media outlet home to Palestinian and Israeli journalists committed to equity, justice, and freedom of information. Now, more than ever, independent media is essential. Please visit 972mag.com and click Support Us to become a member or make a one-time donation. Every contribution helps us continue to bring you reports and analysis from the ground, truthfully, critically, and without compromise. That's it for the Plus 972 podcast. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.